told me that is it possible to solve all the problem before going for the coding round. They say that what I'll do, I'll solve all the questions of the geeks for geeks, or I'll solve all the problems of the lead codes, and then I'll go for the coding round. Is it possible? Do you guys think this is possible to solve all the problems? Have you ever thought of this, solving all the questions of the geek for geeks and then going for the interview? It's not practically possible for you to devote every day like 6 hours, solve all the questions which is there on the geeks for geeks, right? And solve it, right? So that is not practically possible. So what you can do is that this AsappJobs has come up with a course in which instead of you going through at all the different places and solving all the questions from the geeks for geeks and the lead code, right? See, the problem with the geek for geeks or the lead code is that they have for the same kind of logic or the same kind of problem statement, they have like 10 different questions. There's no point solving the same logic questions 10 times. Normally what I do is that once you solve a question, if you're able to solve it, you'll end up solving same kind of question again and again and again, right? And whenever a new question comes up, you are again stuck. So the best habit is that you should try to learn the concept, the basic idea behind any question, and you should try to develop the skill that if I have solved this question, if this can be moved in the little X direction or little Y direction, how do you approach it? For example, take example of binary search. It is a very very common concept, binary search. But if you do a little modification in the binary search, it can become very complex, right? So normally in a binary search, what happens? You are given a sorted array, you have given a left point, you are given a right point, and then you have to search any element in a sorted array. This is the main concept of the binary search. Now moving, once you know this concept very well, right? If you are very solid about the binary search, even if I tweak it a little, right? So if I say that now rotate the array, and this is rotated array, can you now search using the binary search? Or I say that if the array is bitonic, like it is increasing first and then decreasing now, right? Can you do search based on the binary search? Now things become a little complicated. And this only happens because you have not learned binary search with the basics or the understanding that how it should be done. Rather, you have just tried to memorize the way the binary search should behave. So there are two different ways, when you attack a particular concept, there are two ways of going for it. One is that you just go and see how it is being done, just line by line. So that mostly, end up in, you only know that concept. You cannot extend it for the other related questions, right? And the other approach is that you just don't understand what the concept is, but you're also trying to understand that what happens if I tweak it a little, right? So the same binary search, if you understand with the, with the nuances of how we can tweak it and solve other problems, you could have been able to apply it in the bitonic array. You could have been able to apply in the array which is already rotated, right? And many other problems as such. So this was, I'm just giving you an example. So my takeaway is that you should never go for, memorizing everything. And nobody wants to hire someone who is a historian with the background, right? Who is someone who is a kind of parrot who memorizes everything. Everybody looks for someone who can think loud. And this will not come in a day or two. You will have to prepare yourself so that your mind works best whenever it is needed. So this can only be done if you focus more on understanding the concept rather than just solving the number of problems from the different sides.